Hey team, happy Thursday night. Thanks for taking time out to get on the call. Liza here. Liza and I are going to be talking tonight about attraction marketing and how to use Facebook to attract the kind of market you want to bring into your business. So I've been doing a lot of research on this and I've been thinking a lot about it because I feel like I've been doing a lot of things wrong. And you know me, like when I do something wrong, I want to tell you so you don't duplicate what I'm doing wrong. So for me, and I was talking to Jody one day and she's like, Erin, when I post my silly selfies and I post silly pictures of my kids or whatever, that seems to bring me more customers than when I put Plexus all over the place. I'm like, you're right. So I started thinking about my posting and how it wasn't really bringing me anything and how I wasn't attracting any new audiences. And I've been really looking into a lot, and there's a lot of conversation about it in the Diamond page, and some great diamonds are really, really good at this. So I've been following them, and I changed a few things, and now all of a sudden business is booming for me. So also, sorry, people are texting me right now. I also did some research on the internet so I can give you some bullets or numbers of what attraction marketing is and how it looks like. But I want you guys to really think about, who are you looking to attract to bring into your audience? But more importantly, who are you? What is your brand? When I go to some pages, well, forget about you guys. When I was going to my page, I knew I was positive. Like, this is pre-Christmas. I was being positive. I was posting about Plexus, but I didn't have any brand. So post-Christmas, and I was doing a lot of thinking about this in December and January, and I really started thinking about how my market is people that I go to the gym with. My market is hilarious moms that, we do crazy stuff like put things in the fridge, like our hairbrushes, or is that just me? And my market is other, former teachers and just people I, meet. So I was looking at, like, what am I posting about? What am I doing? So I started really playing to that audience, and I'm getting so much more interaction on my posts, and I'm getting so much more interaction in my business. So I want you to think about, our sales don't always fall on the merchandise. People can go buy Plexus anywhere. Well, they can't go buy Plexus anywhere, but people can go buy another product anywhere. They can go to GNC, they can go to, Walgreens. We know their products aren't even close to being as good as ours are, but truly, why will someone buy from you? So what kind of person are you to be bringing people to you, right? So you shouldn't just be working on convincing people to buy your product. You should be working on convincing people to trust you and buy into you. And you do that with authenticity. Like, you truly always want to be the most authentic version of you. You want to love on people. You want to care about people. If that's your personality, if it's not, this is going to be really hard for you. But if you're, natural at that, then, that's what you want to do. So are you building a friendship with people? Are you building trust? Are you loving on people? Are you tapping into those audiences that are already yours? Now, going back to some of the things I see on some other people's walls, like, I'll go to some people's walls and I don't know who you are. I don't know. I don't know, like, your posting is all over the place, like, but there are other people I go to their walls, and let me just give you some examples. Like, I have them written down. I go to Karen Moody's wall. I don't know if Karen's on this call, and I know she's into horses, and she has her whole horse audience. I go to Jody's, and she's doing silly selfies, and that's her brand. Liza's now, like, she'll go into this more too. She's posting more interactive posts about shows that she's watching and what is your opinion on this. Jamie Peterson, she's on the call. She's like the wine and pizza girl. Like, that's her audience, that's her brand. And there's other diamonds that have serious brands. So, some of them, their platform is Jesus. Some of them, their platform is, politics. Whatever your platform is, that's your audience, and that's who's going to speak to you. So be authentic to who you are, and, I don't know. So I'm going to go through some of, like, the ABCs. Okay, a good system comes with 4 things. You want to attract an endless supply of leads. So figure out your brand. I don't care if you're the cat lady. I don't care if you love whatever it is. Like some of the diamonds, their platform is nursing or attachment parenting or whatever it is. Find your brand and continue to attract leads that way. Develop a system to create relationships with those needs, whether it's, interacting with them on Facebook, commenting on their posts. Talk to them about Plexus. Figure out how they can benefit. This is never about us, guys. And when you make it about you, your business is going to fail. This is always about helping people feel better, helping people understand what our products do for them. So develop a relationship and share how Plexus could possibly help them in whatever way is possible. And then duplicate that to those that join you. You want people that join you to be doing the same thing. So they said the ABCs, there are 3 core skills. And you have to, I'm reading my notes. Skillfully orchestrate words to make it a connection with your audience, but do it authentically. If I am ever not me, I feel like you can smell it a mile away. Like, I am as me, I'm as real as you get. Like, you'll never get anything fake from me. I mean, I did just tell my best friend she did dye her roots. That wasn't nice, but for the most part, I think I have a good heart, and I am in this always to help people. So you want to align your message in an authentic way. When you're trying to sell, it comes off as fake. But when you know when you know and you can convey it authentically, people will trust you, and then they'll buy into you, and then therefore trust you enough to try Plexus. You want to believe in yourself. That was the A. This is B, the believe. This is the most important part. This is the hardest part for some people. You have to believe in yourself and believe in Plexus, and I talk about this all the time. So if you've been on 100 calls with me, you know this is not news. You don't have to worry about Plexus if the products work, right? We know they work, so I never worry about that. But believe in yourself enough to know that your story means something to someone. So don't be shy. Don't be afraid to tell your story. Communicating and connecting consistently on a regular basis. You have to be consistent in your business. When you go away, your audience goes somewhere else. People still come to me after almost 3 years because they know I'm vested in this company. They know who I am, and they, have a trust in me, and they know I'm not going anywhere. So you can't take weeks off. You have to set a schedule. If you are a busy person, listen, I was really busy before I left teaching. I was, working as a teacher, and I had 2 kids. My husband coached a whole bunch of sports, and I didn't really have time. So I had to figure out a way to build it into my schedule. So if it means like getting up early, staying up late, whatever it means to you, you got to schedule. Guys, I'm going to tell you the truth. On my quest for becoming a Plexus Diamond, I didn't take a day off, and I was proud of that. And it wasn't that I worked on vacation where it was hours a day, but while my kids were waking up and watching TV, I worked for 30 minutes. And I know, like, it's important to disconnect. I believe in that, but I still think it's important, if you want to be successful in this business, to work a little bit every single day. I am never someone who liked to shut it down. I went on a cruise one time, and I lasted 3 days before I bought Wi-Fi because that stresses me out to shut it down. Because for me, it was going to set me back. Like, it was going to set me back weeks and months. Know your audience. Who do you want to bring into your business? Make your post your own and use words that are enticing to them. Liza's going to be going over this more, so I don't want to go too much into this. Pick 3 things you're passionate about and make it your brand. So maybe it's church, maybe it's wine, maybe it's, I know Ann Stacy has a whole tie-dye audience. Whatever you're passionate about, that's your platform. That's the people who you want to bring into this business, because you know that they're going to duplicate you. You don't want people to just know you as the Plexus person. Some of you guys, I go to your walls and all I see is Plexus on your wall. Your customer group's a totally separate thing. Or else you don't post it all on your wall. So I don't even know who you are. You want your audience to know who you are. So some things you could do, and Liza's going to go into way more of these in just a second. Take pictures of yourself enjoying your life. If you do enjoy your life, let them live through you. We know Plexus has provided many of us so many financial blessings where we can go do things with our families that we've never done before, whether it's vacation or just going to a movie on a Friday night, whatever it is. Like, this is, whether it's $100 or $5,000, we know that people can benefit from that kind of income. Be the type of person that you would want people to stop and read your post. You want to be that person where you want to make a post interesting enough to where people are going to want to stop and read it. Pretend you have to pay $10 to Plexus every time you post something. I'm telling you, there's a lot of posts out there that I don't think anyone would pay money for. And you want to spend time daily engaging in your audience. And I'm speaking to myself too. I'm not just saying you guys. Like, I have a lot to learn, and Amy Kosmalski is doing a lot of coaching with me on this. So this is why I'm learning. So I'm trying to pass it on to you. And the last thing I want to talk about before I throw it to Liza, who's going to give you more concrete examples, is, please don't hate me, but the pictures in the post about block, guys, it makes me insane when I see, like, you can eat 14 pieces of pizza and take block and don't worry. No, if you eat that and you take block, you're going to gain weight. Like, you can't portray something to your audience that's not true. It was really bad on Super Bowl Sunday. I had to, like, keep scrolling because I was getting so irate. Block, guys, can be taken with a salad. Block can be taken with a healthy meal. So please don't just use block as, I'm going to eat a sleeve of Oreos and eat block and I'm cool, because guess what's going to happen? Someone's going to join your team and they're going to try that because you said it worked. And then they're going to get mad when they gain weight and be like, oh, I didn't lose weight on block, you know? So that's my last message. Can you mute it again, Kath?
So I think one of the most fascinating parts of this are the...
Anyways, someone's having a nice conversation. So that's my last message about block that I wanted to say, and I'm going to turn it over to Liza, and then we can open it up for questions after.
Awesome. Thanks, Erin. So I'm going to be referring to my notes, first of all, which are in front of me. But I'm going to be talking a lot about Facebook. But this goes for any kind of social media that you have, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I am consistent and can only be consistent because I know what I can do with just one. So Facebook is what I'm going to talk mostly about. So if you've been with us since the beginning, or maybe you're starting just today, this is going to be for everybody. Consider us, like Erin was talking about, consider us the guinea pigs, I guess, so to say. Like, what we're telling you is stuff that works because we've been there. We're in the midst of it. So listen, take notes. I'm going to give you examples, specific things. Okay, so first of all, your Facebook wall, your personal wall, is your business billboard. That's so important to remember every time you go to your Facebook wall and post something, whether it's family or politics, the food that Erin was talking about. So your Facebook wall is your billboard. You're branding yourself with every single post that you put up. We want you, and we know that it's really important to be intentional. And Erin talked a little bit about this already. I probably have, I don't know, I would say at least 3 to 5 people a week that I friend on Facebook, whether it's a stranger or an acquaintance, and I take note of who those people are, and they are my audience for that week. So we want you to be intentional with the people you friended. Is there a certain audience? What's your network? Pay attention to Facebook traffic. I can't remember, there was it might have even been Amy, because Erin just brought it up, but Facebook traffic, when are people on Facebook the most? In the morning and in the evening. So a lot of people say 7 a.m., 7 p.m. So pay attention to when you're going on Facebook and looking at everybody's posts. What time of day is that? How much are you seeing on Facebook? And really pay attention to your network. You also want to go on to people's walls. Maybe there are new friends you have, or friends that you haven't seen posts, who haven't seen them post, but they are, you're just not seeing it because it's that fantastic Facebook algorithm that they have. So go to their wall, like their post, comment on the pictures of their kids or their vacation. So be intentional with that. Be consistent daily. Erin talked about it, and there are several things that you can use, like is it Buffer, right? Is that the one? I don't use them, but I know a lot of people who do, who don't necessarily have the time during the day to post consistently. So you want to have at least 1 to 2 personal posts and 1 to 2 Plexus posts every single day. Like Erin said, I mean, what we're talking about is the same thing. If you're posting today, but then you're not posting until Sunday, you're gone. People aren't going to see your post. People are going to think, oh, is she really committed, or he really committed to Plexus? So being consistent is super important. And this one is a pet peeve of mine, be positive. If you're having a bad day, the world doesn't need to know it. Just don't post. If that's the only time that I'm going to say, if you're having the world is falling down, don't post about it. Be as positive as you personally can, because I know personally I'm not going to purchase anything from a negative Nancy or someone who rants on Facebook. The whole election, we won't even go there, but there are several people where it's like, okay, unfollow, just because that gives me anxiety just reading those posts. I'm a positive person. If you're selling a health and wellness product, the last thing I want to read is that you're tired. You're tired today, when we have all these amazing products that help us with sustained clean energy, help us with focus, help us with mood. The last thing I want to see is, oh my God, I'm so tired today, or I slept like crap last night. No, not what we want to see. So be positive on Facebook, and really pay attention when you're clicking that post, that little tab that says post. Be interactive. Get conversations going. This is another opportunity for you to be intentional with your posts. I just did it, and Erin actually drew attention to it. She was like, this is exactly what we're talking about tonight. And I didn't even know it, because I've been doing it so much the last couple of months that now it's just second nature to me. But my husband and I just started watching a new show, so I posted about it. Go to my Facebook wall and check out all these people, and there's probably 5 or 6 people on there that I don't necessarily communicate with on a monthly basis.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw that post, Liza. I'm like, you and I have been best friends. I know pretty much everyone in your network.
Yep.
And I saw names I've never seen before.
Right.
And it was because it was something different. But here's the thing. Now she knows who's watching her.
Uh-huh.
She probably didn't even have them on her radar to talk to before.
Right. That's so true. So, a conversation like that, not just like posting something and just leaving it. Like, I actually asked a question, who's watching this show? And all these people are coming out of the woodwork. Ask for advice. Maybe you want to get new siding or new windows. Like, even if you have a go-to person, put it out there. Get people talking. Get new numbers for people. New people coming into your network where they're having conversations on your wall. So that's really important. Take polls. I know a lot of different people will do like polls, and you can do that on Facebook, and it's really cool. And it gets people on your wall. And it's interesting because a lot of times, me personally, I know when I post something like that, it's always non-Plexus, I don't know why, but when I post something like that, all of a sudden I get like, so-and-so has liked this post, something that I had posted 3 days ago. But they are interacting on this one post, so they go to my wall and they're looking at everything else. And it's really hard to go to my wall and not see something related to Plexus. So that's really important, just to get somebody to go to your wall and check out what you've been up to. Be professional. This is probably very equal to the positivity pet peeve. Really important to be professional. And you know what? Erin posted a couple days ago in her team group, and I know not everybody on this call is in the team group, so I'll bring it up. When you're posting graphics of products or whatever, if you're looking at it and it's fuzzy, don't post it. To me or to us, it's just not professional at all. So if you're taking photos off of Google Images, which I do sometimes, like the snow day photo, like even something like that, you want to make sure that it's clear, people can see it, and it looks professional. When you are stealing, post, and that's okay. If I post something today about Mega X and you really love what I say, it's okay to take some of that verbiage, but please don't just copy and paste. Make it you, because what I post is my verbiage coming from me, my language. And if you would not say the same thing that I would say. So put your own words into that post. Maybe change the graphic or use the graphic and use totally different words on your post.
Or just another example. So say someone's brand new and they don't have a testimony tied with that. So say someone's brand new, they've never tried Mega X, but they want a Mega X post. Way you could say it is, I just saw my friend Liza post this about Mega X, and I just really want to share it with you. Here's what she says. Or you could say, here's another product I'd love to share with you. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm definitely going to order it this month to see how it works with my regimen. So just, add a little something if you want to steal someone's word. Because if it's like fact-based,
yeah.
And, that's a little different because those are easy to copy and paste, and that's okay. But, add a little blurb to it.
Yeah, and if I do something like that, maybe, because, for instance, I don't use Nerve. So if somebody has a really good Nerve testimony and it's compliant and I post it, I will say, my friend Jane Jones, I always give credit to that person because I feel that's really important too. Do not, or at least try, not to be long-winded. Your post should be short and to the point, because I'm going to tell you right now, and this has been me since day one on Facebook, if it's longer than 4 sentences, I'm not reading it.
If you have to click see more, I can't.
Yeah, no. And if it doesn't draw me in, I'm not reading it. And that's one of the things that Amy Kay is talking to us about, like the verbiage that we're using. Oh, what a difference a year makes, or epic day ahead, that kind of stuff. That will draw me into the post where I'm going to want to click see more. But if it's just if it's not personal or I do have to click see more, chances are I'm not going to. I'm just going to pass by that post. So make it short, to the point, it doesn't have to be long-winded. You're trying to get people also to ask you questions, to send you a PM to ask you questions. And I just feel, just don't be long-winded. We have to use the tools that are readily accessible to us, that are incredible. The shareables, I don't necessarily see a lot of people using the shareables as much, or the digital catalog. What a great opportunity just to be like, oh my gosh, winter catalog, check it out, exclamation, and then just copy and paste the link of the winter catalog. People are going to take a look at it. And then the shareables, Block, Triplex, whatever incentives we have going on, they're back there and they're directing people right to your website. So if you're one of those people who's going to say to me, I don't have time to post, well, go on. All you have to do, it takes literally 5 seconds to log into your back office, click the Facebook tab underneath the picture or the link, write 1 sentence, couple hashtags, and then you're done. That's it. It's so simple, but yet it can be income producing to you because it's putting people right on your website. And then the lookbook. The lookbook is just incredible, and every single picture in the lookbook is compliant. So if you don't have a testimony and you don't have a testimony to share and you're new, you can go into the lookbook in the back office and take any of those and be like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be awesome if you lost 18 pounds in 3 months? Summer's around the corner. That's it. Post the picture. And then again, like Erin was talking about, just be you. People want to hear about you. If I go to your Facebook wall, I want to know what you're up to, what kinds of things you're doing with your family or at work or with Plexus. If Plexus is truly a part of your life, your posts are going to be organic. They're going to be just incredible because Plexus is a part of your life. And I invite all of you, whether we're friends or not, to go to my Facebook wall and check it out. You can see all my posts, and it's pretty, I'm pretty consistent with my posts. There are a couple of days that I was in the woods and really had no cell service at all. So I do disconnect sometimes, but go and check it out. Like 1 to 2 posts a day. Plexus is in there, but my family's in there, my daughter, things I'm doing socially with my friends, articles, TV shows, sports. Like that's who I am.
Right.
That's the person I am. And people know that.
That's
So
right.
just
If I go to Liza's wall, I know who she is. She loves football. She's Maren's mom. She doesn't really post about her husband because he's a cop, so he doesn't go on her wall.
Oh,
But
I'm not married.
works out, like I know her brand. When you go to your wall, and I want you to go to your wall today and figure out who am I.
Mhm.
And also, I want to answer Travis's question, but before that, I want to just say something about those viral posts. Guys, there's a lot of viral posts that go around, a post that looks really good, and we all want to copy it, right? Like the Biggest Loser, Ali Vincent. That's pretty cool. But here's the deal. Don't copy and post it right away. And try to use different words. Like I saw a whole bunch of posts, it was the same thing, and I was thinking like, gosh, my audience I have some mutual friends with some people that are posting that. So if I post the same thing, I think that looks kind of tacky. So if I'm just saying you didn't, but I'm saying if Liza and Jody and someone else we all have mutual friends posted the same exact thing, I'd be like,
There's that save tab on the post, like the little arrow.
Exactly.
Click the little arrow in the upper right-hand corner of the post and save it.
Right. So save it for later, or else Amy Kozmowski does this. She makes a whole separate Facebook page, and she puts all her posts in there. And when she's ready to use them, she'll go to that page, every word, the wording. So, Jeannie DiCaprio made a really good post that I loved with The Biggest Loser, Ali Vincent. I didn't just want to copy and paste everyone else, but I loved how Jeannie posted about it. So I took Jeannie's words and just rewrote it a little bit differently. So if we have mutual friends that are not in Plexus, which I don't think we do, but I'm just saying, like, it looks different to them.
Yeah.
And then I usually try to wait a week or 2 to make those posts. That's why I save them, because I don't want to be in a viral posting frenzy. Like I don't want everyone to be posting the same thing. So I'll save it and post it in like 2 weeks from now.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah. But I want to answer Travis's question.
Eric, can I add one thing to that?
No.
Too bad. They were just saying before about those shareables in the back office, and isn't that what's putting people in Facebook jail? If you look at the sheer number of people that post that same picture, that's what's causing it to happen. They're much stricter on that lately. And so they're putting much more stricter filters on Facebook because of that. So if you see that same picture 5 times, do not post it. That's just their way of pushing limits on businesses and those kinds of things. Save it, do it another day, as Erin said, or find a different picture. Find something else that has similar meaning. So the shareables in the back office, a lot of us got into Facebook jail that time because we were saying, hey, this is the last day before the price for convention is going up, and there was a really cute picture. It has nothing to do with the shareables per se.
Right.
It just has to do with the number of people that are posting the same picture, which is very telling to you to be unique and find, as they were saying, your niche and find what people like about you and own that. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, and here's a little trick to that too that I learned along the way. If you use a picture like that and you're seeing that everybody else is too, just go into your photos and change it a little bit, crop it. Facebook identifies it as a different picture. So, Kath was saying everybody's posting it. And somebody had asked this question, I think maybe in Pink Superstars, but Facebook recognizes that picture as spam when 1,000 people are using the same picture, and rightfully so. I can't, you can't blame Facebook or Mark Zuckerberg. Like it is what it is. So just save it for later or change it up.
Janelle just made a good point. Janelle, when I go to Janelle's page, I see her animals. Like, like she's a horse lover. She loves her dog. So that's another type of brand. So figure out your brand.
Yeah.
But I do want to go to Travis's question because I can answer that easily. because it says, I have a lot of beer drinking party type peeps. Being healthy isn't on top of their list. Any post advice is welcome. Okay, so first of all, I want to say that I love beer. Love it. You all know that. So my friends are like that too. I have a lot of party friends, and guess what? They're not joining me. So, but I still have to be who I am, right? So I love working out. It's my passion. So I post about that, and then I make fun of myself a lot. I'm a hot mess express. But then, like, the other night we were in the city and we were on our way to the Empire State Building, and we stopped by a bar. So I post about that too, and I try to make it funny. But guess what? That network isn't joining me, nor am I trying to attract them, because they don't want to be a part of it and they don't want to make any habit changes. So my advice to you, continue to be authentic to yourself and your audience, but you need to find a new network too. So if you have any other sort of network that whether it's four-wheeling or skidooing or whatever you're interested in, go find a network in that area and try to tie in something that way. It's not even just about your Plexus posting. It's not about posting Plexus to try to draw in people. It's about trying to just draw in people, period. Mm-hmm. Who's tuning into your wall? And then when they tune into your wall, what do they see about Plexus that they like? Does that make sense? Did I make sense when I'm saying that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's not just about what kind of post can I get from my beer drinking friends. There isn't one, because they don't care. They're not, mine don't. Liza's the only beer drinking friend I have here on this whole team. And we're trying to lose weight, so we're not even drinking beer. So, so I don't play to that. I don't think that's part of who I'm trying to attract. And when you think about who are you trying to bring into this business that can duplicate you, that's not where the duplication is going to be. I'm trying to bring in people that are good people. Not that beer drinking people aren't good people, but people that, right now I'm trying to network with, the fitness industry and trying to bring them in and helping other people as I go. But my beer drinking friends ain't biting. So there's no block picture that can fix that. So that's what I wanted to answer about that. Sorry if that didn't help, but that's just the truth.
But it's also like, you don't want them, like you were saying. You don't necessarily want them. Well, you love them, but it's also, I don't know.
Well, I think about it like one of my very good friends, like she loves beer more than me, and she's going to take Plexus and drink 20 Coors Light on a Saturday and say Plexus doesn't work. So is that the type of person that I want to bring into this company? Because then she's going to go bash it to all her friends, or I'd rather just get to her friends.
Right. And so, you love her. You love hanging out with her.
I love her to death.
So do I.
Yeah, no, she's a lot of fun. All right. I have been doing more interactive posts, but I don't get a lot of responses. All right. So my question is, how many Facebook friends? I don't know this answer. You can answer this. This is hypothetically just asking you. How many Facebook friends do you have? Mm-hmm. Are you adding new ones every day? And do you have a brand? Like, what is your platform? What is your passion that you're posting about outside of Plexus? And are those people attracted to the same platform? You know what I'm saying?
And how often are you posting? Because if you're only posting once a day or every other day, Facebook is not going to show your post in your friends' feed. Plain and simple. It's the algorithm. It's not going to happen. So that actually forces you to post more and be more consistent. And a lot of times, like, I'll say I'm in like little chats with leaders or with team members, and I'll say, hey, I just posted about X, Y, and Z. So if you're in a chat like that, like, ask a friend, ask them to comment on it. And sometimes I'll even ask my non-Plexus friends, like, hey, I just made a post. Will you go comment on it for me? And they know exactly why I'm doing it. And they'll go and comment on it. It's nice. Use your friends. Use your people.
Samantha's name just popped up, and I'm going to answer a question, but Samantha Fleming, go to her wall and just follow, or if it's public, you can just look at her posts. She is an amazing Facebook. She has such a brand. You go to her wall, you know that she's newly married. She's a bonus mom, so she has a new stepkids, and she has her son Galvin, and she's posts a lot of scripture, and she's into, she does a lot of church groups and Bible studies, and she has her brand. Like when I think about Samantha, I know who she is. Now, when I'm ready to buy Plexus, I'm going to buy from her. I would join Samantha's team tomorrow if I wasn't already under Kathleen. Seriously, like that's how amazing she is. So that's how amazing. I always tell Samantha, like, you're a diamond, your paycheck just hasn't caught up with you yet. So think about those people within our own team that you could just follow their posts. But Samantha, your question, how would you go about the friends that could just continue to just like your Plexus posts? Have you, I guess you could talk to them. Here's a simple thing you could say, guys. Simple. Don't complicate it with 4,000 words. I'm sure you see my Plexus post. Have you ever tried the pink drink? Done. That's it. Done. Simple, right? If they say no, which most of them probably haven't, because you say, well, has anyone ever spoken to you about the pink drink? Because you don't want to steal someone else's prospect. No, no one has. Can I send you a sample in a catalog? That's it. Done. Then hopefully start creating some dialogue and some more conversations. But guys, don't write we all did that wrong in the beginning. Kathleen sent me something this long, and I just took that and I copied and pasted it to 4,000 friends, and I don't think anyone read it. So keep it simple. But what other questions do you guys have? I know this was not like how to build your business or how to make money in Plexus, but I hope you understand the importance of figuring out who you are and who are you trying to bring into your audience.
But I think that's the biggest part of it. I think that's where people that are struggling, this may be the reason, most likely is the reason why they're struggling, because they're desperately trying to find people rather than connecting with people.
Exactly. Oh, that was such a great line.
Sometimes I pull out some good stuff, man.
Oh, Kath.
Oh, Joe just said this is so much more valuable. Oh, yay. And it's something that I've really been passionate about in my heart the last couple of months. I went to lunch with Amy Kosmowski in October, and she's like, your posting sucks. And she went through, I'm like, come on. And she went through a lot of my posts, and she started to explain it to me, not that it was terrible, but what I could do better. I was posting all about the facts about X Factor, and that's cool and all, but like my friends don't care. So, I don't know. I had to learn how to tie it into, I had to learn how to bring people back into my audience because I felt like I was losing an audience. So I did that by posting about my workouts. I post about me putting my hairbrush in the fridge or putting the coffee cup under the coffee pot starting the Keurig without putting a cup underneath it. Like, I'm just real. And I get to tag Liza in every one of them so she can make fun of me. I think it's hilarious. And so do my Facebook friends who I didn't even know were still watching me. I'm like, oh, I thought that person unfollowed me a long time ago. All right. What other questions, guys? We are so thorough that no one has questions.
I love it.
All right.
Now, go out there and create your post for 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Janelle, put down the pizza and wine, fatty. Janelle weighs 120 pounds, so I'm joking. Don't be all like, Erin called her fat. She's teeny tiny. I would kill to have her legs, man. All right, Kath, you can stop recording.